Woohoo! Let's Talk About the Music is starting.
What is Let's Talk About the Music, and why are you so excited about it?
It's a podcast with controversial talk and a global mix of music.
Oh, cool. How and where can I listen?
Just go to letstalkaboutthemusic.com and click follow to be sure to get all the info about the bands that are playing and see their music videos. Then click on Spreaker or iTunes to listen live and even chat with other listeners and the host herself.
What day and time is Let's Talk About the Music on?
Every Wednesday night from 8 p.m. to midnight Pacific Standard Time.
I think I'll tune in. Thanks for the info.
Tonight's interesting night. We're having our sponsor appreciation day. Woohoo, sponsors!
You're a slut. Yes, and just because I dare to criticize you, you say I'm a nut. But every time that still passes by, your eyes go bling, yeah they do. And our love don't mean a thing. She's at the center of the world.
let's talk about the music. That was Tony Clark in The Killing Time. She's out at the center of her world. I am Shells, and I'm here in Tacoma, Washington. Google it.
Drink.
Yes, gotta drink. And then we also have my co-host that I will never squish again because he's awesome. The Spider in the Hall out there in Ohio.
Hey, I also live miles and miles away, so you don't stretch your leg out that far.
No, never gonna happen. But the thing is, dude, we will meet one day, and it will be fun. And I'll have a squirt gun.
I don't like water. I'm not much of a water person.
Good, then it'd be easy for you to squirt it and then
I'll be
drown.
so grumpy all day long. Grumpy water. That's my grumpy growling under grumpy voice.
Okay, before we get started, you might want to fill everyone in about the drinking thing that you started 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, this is a continuing game. Of course, drink responsibly, everyone out there. But every time that Shells says Google it, at any point in the show, if you have a drink handy, take a drink. That's the Let's Talk About the Music drinking game.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun. The more you know.
Yeah, water, coffee, shot of whiskey.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you don't have to be. You don't have to drink the other stuff, but it's more effective that way.
Exactly. And then see how beautiful Spider sounds after all those shots.
Hey, I can still talk pretty well after a bunch of shots, but the older I get, the more vomitary I get. So we have to limit the number of shots I get into my system.
Okay, so no shots for you for a while.
We don't want to be doing that on the show because somebody's going to have to clean that up, and that somebody is not going to be very happy, probably.
Yeah, no. Okay, so the whole thing about the show is that we talk about the music and all about the music. And we bring on independent musicians across the world, from Seattle, Tacoma, to Ohio, to New York, all the way across the seas. And we have had that for the past 28 episodes. We're now on 29. And so we figure, well, it's time for us to do this thing called fundraiser. Yes, that's where we now have to say, we need money. But, it's going to be fun because you're helping us keep on the air and you're helping other independent musicians come here on the show and keep us going. Because right now, I am paying $85 a month of my donations ever since we started. And it's been kind of tight for me. And I like to upgrade the show more. For one, we have an automated system that we can actually use as a radio station, so that way we don't have to stop the autoplay and start the show. And Dennis, who is my techie, we're trying to figure out how we can do that and record our show at the same time so we can still have an archive. So we're figuring that part out. So that's the future of Let's Talk About the Music. And on top of that, we would like to bring on, well, I don't know about Spider. I didn't tell the Spider yet, but I like to bring on
secrets.
two different. I like to bring on more personnel, or we call us DJs World. We like to call them personalities or radio announcers, or maybe in this case is podcast announcers, whatever you want to call it. We want to bring on 2 more. I like to bring back the morning show, which I am not a hard time doing because of the fact that I am on my own doing it. Spider's only here on Wednesdays nights because he has a little girl he has to take care of. And then also I'm doing midday music break, but that's getting kind of chopped up because of things I'm doing in the back end of things, and we'll get to that in a second, because if anyone's following the show and sees Spaceworks all over it, I'll get that in a second. And so, of course, we'd like to have more shows of Let's Talk About the Music, the controversial talk show, but we can't do any more than we already have already, because we're stretching ourselves too thin, especially me. And I'm the kind of person that does not like to ask for help, and when I do, that means I am really asking for help. You can ask any of my friends. I don't ask for help. Unless I write down need to. And now I'm asking, I need help. So if anyone's out there interested in being another radio announcer, you guys can take over midday music break, and you guys can have the you can guys do better with the music midday music break. But you have to play the music that we have already. Now, if any other people else out there has any kind of shows you want to bring on, it's going to be entertaining and spontaneous and kind of upbeat. Bring it to my attention, and we'll see if we make it happen. Okay, because we're trying to upgrade from Spreaker Studio, which we love Spreaker. Don't get me wrong. I am so thankful for Spreaker for getting us this far, but I like to upgrade to Sam Pro, so that way we can actually go a little more smooth between on-air personalities and autoplay and all that stuff. That's the future of it's in the future of LTATM radio, which is abbreviations of Let's Talk About the Music. So that's the future. Now, what is Spaceworks? You've been seeing me uploading. Spaceworks is a local community provider. I don't like a provider, but it's a program for small businesses. They've been going on for the past 4 years, I think, and they take on about 12 small businesses to help them learn how to make it into a business. I know so much, and I need the extra help and the extra boost to get me to where I can actually know what I'm doing and able to move us from a volunteer to a paid station. I don't know how to do that yet, but that's what they're going to teach me to do it. And also, you guys know I'm here in my bedroom, right? Well, I don't want to be in my bedroom, especially if I have bands coming to Tacoma. Even local bands who are in Tacoma and Seattle want to come here, and I don't really want them in my bedroom talking. just saying.
It's not Animal House, and it's not going to be a big old episode of House Party.
No, it's not. It's really not going to be like that. So that's where I'm trying to find a place where it's going to be reasonable for me and help LTATM radio grow and expand. And so this is how you guys can help. So you guys ready for the sponsorship levels? All right.
Yay! Now this is important stuff. Just to add a little bit, not to get us too far on a tangent, but essentially the show right now, it's like public broadcasting, like TV. You know how they have their. This has been brought to you by, viewers like you, and then how they do that is they have their little telethons, and they have, all that stuff that helps keep them on the air, to keep them bringing programming to you. And that's what we're doing. We're public broadcasting radio, and we're trying desperately to stay on the air for you, for everybody out there. And if you enjoy the show, feel free to, help it stay alive. And if you can't, which, a lot of us, we're all in financial difficulty. That's just how the world is. It's kind of a hard place to be right now for a lot of people. But, share the link with friends. Tell your friends, hey, this little radio station is trying to become a big radio station. And then have them tell their friends and tell their friends. And then sooner or later, we've got everything funded. It's just like a domino effect. So basically, word of mouth, keep telling people about it. Tell people that we're raising